fans, this is Zuby Masters returning to my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Grows ever larger. Its victories at Talrega and other key locations have strengthened its position. The army rides across the land, liberating prisoners from Benyon encampments. The Dayan ranks swell with the influx of veteran soldiers, and the men begin to dream of the day when they may retake the capital. Like a fever, conflict grips the nation. The night will be long before this fever breaks. All eyes turn toward Dayan's capital as the liberation begins what all believe will be a long and bloody march.
Summon me, your grace. Jared, there is trouble. The Apostle has formed an infection team. She's dispatching it to Dane. Oh ho? I've arranged to meet with the Senate, Finance Minister Duke Goddess. Yes, if we asked him the favor, I imagine he could discreet sweep their findings under the rug. But in the meantime, you must obliterate the insurgents. Once this is done, we will devise excuses. Understood, sir. What's the plan? Will the Senator be able to cover up this mess? If the inspection team and the rebel army even cross paths, even the Senate won't be able to hide the truth. We'll lure the rebels to Snifu swamps. We'll plant tales of mass executions, and they'll be sure to come. Then we'll trap the helmets and wipe them off the face of the land. It's amazing, my wounds are healed. I'll give you thanks. I never thought I'd see the silver-haired maiden work miracles before my very eyes. Silver-haired maiden, help them. You must help them. Help who? What's going on? Calm down and tell me. They're killing our men. I beg you, please save them. Prisoners from Jod work camps have been collected into the Snifu swamps and executed. Not only Joel, they're reported a plan to exterminate all prisoners to every camp and let the swamp conceal the remains. I've heard nothing of such a plan. It's a false rumor, or an enemy trap. It may indeed be a trap, but if we don't investigate, we risk a mass execution. And what if it's a trap and they vanquish the Liberation Army? The dream of restoring Dane to glory will die instantaneously. For the good of Dane's future, we must ignore this threat. I understand, and that's why I won't take any troops, only myself and an old Cal. If you refuse them your permission, I will go alone. Stop right there, little lady. I will not authorize this action without the prince's full approval. Let her do as she wishes, please. She hasn't disappointed us yet. Prince, fine. I can't help but feel as if these children are running your army. You may begin. Here, have a little swim. No, help someone! Stop! You're that big-hearted filth. We are the Dane Liberation Army. Everyone hold tight. You'll be safe soon. Look at that hair. Could it be the silver-haired maiden? Our country's savior, come to rescue us. A savior, a Dane. They suspected a trap or not. They're here, brazen fools. All hands, take battle position. Silverhair Ridge, I'm gonna drown you and all your Danian hopes in these filthy waters. There's no escape. So it's a trap after all. Don't get too smug, you cruel cowards. We have a little something up our sleeves, too. Torma, here's your chance! Blaze Netley evolved. Humans, they're everywhere now. Raphael, even you came to help? What happened now? What was that strange sound? That was Vigor, a heron Baldur that can re-energize our allies and fight. Don't be distracted, Mikhail. Let's set our formation while we can. get back to camp, I wonder if the prince will overlook the fact that I insist on this mission. I'm sure he'll be happy when we see the prisoners are safe. So, do you hear a noise coming from King? Is it people shouting? Look up there. The maiden has returned, and the prisoners are with her. She won another victory. She escaped their traps and destroyed the enemies again. Radiant with the divine protection, she truly has the goddess blessing. The silver-haired maiden, our priestess of dawn. Hooray, Lady Mikkel. I think it could be celebrated. It seems the soldiers are celebrating your liberation of the prisoners. You should wait for them. People like their heroes to seem approachable. It would make them happy. I'm no hero, but I see what you mean. What a glorious sight she is. Lady Mikkel, the priestess of dawn. Here you are, I've been looking for you. Soft. After all those soldiers cheering, I feel like I'm doing real good. So, please come quick. There's something wrong with Murism. So, get a hold of yourself. Look at me. Little one. This happens over and over. Mirror suddenly transforms and he growls like he's losing his mind. And if I grab him, he yells his name again. He returns to himself. But this just starts over. And when he growls, his eyes look as if one of them is looking at him. One of them. Who? You can't mean no. Help him, please. I don't know what to do. The time between transformations getting shorter and shorter. My body. Get away. No, I won't let you. I'll die before I let you go, Feral. Murism, look at me. That song. Raphael. What? Mira. Her rebirth restores twisted bodies and souls to their proper It will be alright now. Thank you. Without Mira, life would be terrible. What was that song? It's different than when... It was different than when he sang before. It was the Guards of Rebirth. I heard it once before in the war. Mikkel, what's wrong? I feel odd. Maybe it was the song. I'm shaking for some reason. But I'm truly glad that Miriam will be alright. Feral ones. In the Mad King's War, Danian's military developed living weapons. They were called feral ones, lagoons that had been warped and twisted by terrible experiments. Terrible, you say? Do you mean the results of the highly effective results of my brilliant research? Then it was you! You secretly gave Muriel the drug to turn him into a feral one. And what's wrong with that? Maintaining constant battle strength and beast state. How splendid. How dare you! Transforming lagoons into feral ones dramatically shortens their lifespan. It destroys their sense of self and they do nothing but fight until they die. And you gave Miro the drug? Pawns needs no sense of self, and it's only natural to sacrifice soldiers in victory war. You twisted maniac. You are the lowest. Everyone, wait, please. Because I clearly did a terrible thing that Lagoons. I apologize. Torment, I'm truly sorry. He will not use the drug again, so please try to forgive him. My prince, we must not have royalty bowing and scraping before swine like. That's enough. Tormont! Let him go. I see. Is that true? Yes, Apostle. Our occupation forces have engaged in appalling and inhumane exercises, and these excuses were perpetrated entirely outside of the knowledge of the occupational governor, Duke No. I come to pretend, failing my duties as governor, I, Newman, and share a measure of guilt for this disaster. I am prepared to take appropriate punishment, Apostle Sonata. However, I feel that freeing the people of Dania from the clutches of our oppression is our most urgent task. Urgent, you say? Then we must make haste. We will forthwith convey an inspection team and request a meeting with the army led by the late King Hensworth. We will assume them of vehement intentions. Then we will immediately address the occupation of forces tyrant. Please design to allow me, your humble servant, Lacane, to lead the inspection team. The soldiers who have stained the Empire's name will topple where they stand. I promise they shall not live to return here. That is unacceptable. I will decide the soldiers' punishment only after hearing their side. And I have chosen to appoint Seraphine Duke Persia to lead the investigation. Team is acceptable, Seraphine. I hear and obey, my Empress. But Apostle Sonata, this is a dire situation. Accordingly, I judge the Prime Minister Duke Persia to be more suited to the role than you, Vice Minister Lacane. That is all. Lord Lacane, what shall I do? Duke nominated, my friend. I'm afraid you must sacrifice every last beggin in the Imperial Occupation Army. What? That's ridiculous, but blast that spoiled brat and her cunning little schemes. You'll regret this, Apostle Sonata.
Micaiah and her small band of fighters knowingly walk into a trap to save condemned Dayan prisoners. Even without the benefit of Izuka's vast information network, news of Micaiah's heroism in Shifu Swamp spreads like wildfire across Dayan. The once hopeless citizens of Dayan dub her the Priestess of Dawn and find their spirits restored. In their troubled hearts, they see in her nothing less than the promise of salvation. Throughout Dayan, the people rise as one against the brutality of their oppressors. Benyan's occupying forces cannot deal with open war on so many fronts. General Jared redeploys his men to key locations to better defend the capital city. Jared's forces still outnumber those of the Dayan liberators, and he has hardened his defenses in hopes of holding off Micaiah's army. The liberation forces fight with a fury not to be denied, however, and the occupation army begins to lose its will to fight. Breaking through enemy lines again and again, Micaiah's forces gain vital ground and momentum. Despite the anger Micaiah feels toward Izuka for his treatment of their Laguz allies, she continues to lead the army in its lightning-quick advance. Navasa is now mere days away.
Listen and be amazed. Big news afoot. The Apostle is sending an inspection team to investigate the occupation of Army's abuses. Really? She sent me a message that preparations are finally complete. But wait, it gets better. She also issued an imperial edict to occupation forces, telling them to cease all military action immediately. Does that mean the fighting is over, that we've won? Indeed. It's hard to believe it's over. It almost seems too easy. And best of all, Duke Perisla is leading the inspection team. We'll see home free the moment they arrive. Our worries are over. Duke Perisla, Lord Seraphine? So Apostle Zanata dispatched one of the Empire's greatest men to handle this. What kind of man is he? He is amazing, the best person ever. He's incredibly influential and high up, but he never stood on ceremony with us. Well, go on, you guys. Don't just stand there. You have to spread the news. We have to spread the news? Aren't you going with us? Nah, it's mostly your doing. We'll hold back and let you take the glory. It's Izuka, isn't he? You don't want to come because he'll be with the prince. Well, yeah, basically. Alright, but wait here. We'll come right back once we announce the good news. In light of which, Her Imperial Highness Empress Sanaki has conveyed to you this edict. Occupational forces are hereby to lay down all arms, conveyed to Dane Keep, and await the inspection team. Duke, maintain your forces, prolong, allege abuse independently, in flagrant violation of these orders. The Apostle, in her mercy, will hear your testimony. Do not abuse her magnanimous spirit and lose your small advantage. What a magnificently ruthless maneuver. I didn't know Newman had it in him. This owning the entire occupation army and framing me for their actions? Really? So then the game is over. Might we at least drag Duke down with us? Not a chance. We have proof that Duke and Hervor, the entire Senate, is corrupt. No doubt they'll work together to silence us. Besides, there's more tantalizing prey those tolerate to fall, so too shall the one who upends our plans and drove us to this dead end, that girl. Oh, I like that. Our final mission. You create a diversion with the troops tonight. After dark, and I will seek our target, the girl, the silver-manded head. Silence! Prince Peddler would like to favor you with a word. May begin, my prince. Am I dreaming? Everything looks so delicious. What should I eat first? Everyone, you've done a fine job. Once the inspection team arrives, Damien will be free once again. In anticipation of our immaculation, I invite you to eat and drink to your heart's content. Don't need to wait to the bank. Silly you. What kind of mysterious bird? How is it that you can fly even at night? Oh, you? For some reason, I feel so tired lately, but it won't be long. I'll go back to boss and save Dane. So you escaped the idiot ball to be alone. How trusting of you, silver-haired maiden. No, I'm sorry, priestess of dawn. If you really can work miracles, you best work up one for yourself now. What? Begging soldiers. Jared, what are you doing here? I'm doing things to you, but if I have to go down, I'm taking someone with me. The Vice General of the Dane Liberation Army, the revered Priestess of Dawn. Even if you kill me, the Kingdom of Dane will be reborn. As long as the Prince survives, the people will fight. Ha! The Prince? He's a sham, a travesty, a clod of mud no amount of polishing could shine. the real jewel, whose radiance attracts the people like moths to flame. This you, priestess. And so I shall steal you and extinguish it in its light of hope. Now despair, priestess of God. Good. Who are you? Be at ease, maiden. I shall not let you. I was once one of the 4 riders serving the army of Old Dane. If you recall the name of the Black Knight, you will withdraw from this place at once. Right, that's precious. You're the legendary Black Knight. Maybe you haven't heard he died in the war. I'll let you claim to the test, if you only to indulge my amusement. Then have at me, and learn your folly. In due time, but before I go farther, why don't you go around with my... douse the torches. Maiden, I shall be your shield. Remain by my side. I will. Now I can trust you. Make your peace. This blow will end you. How kind. Elder, why are you here? I'd rather fight beside my general than create a distraction with the other soldiers. You idiot. Who asked you to join me? General Jared, you are a terror to work under. Even so, I always sense the kindred spirit in you. I will follow you and fight for you to the very grace of the abyss. He's a good soldier. But now, why don't you kill him? My sword is not made for killing those who will not raise their weapon. You've got to be kidding. Stop, both of you. A man has died protecting you. Don't waste a second. This is not the end. No, it's not. No, it's not. You would simply let him go. It's not ours to judge. He belongs to the apostle now. I suppose he must bury this fallen friend and pray before facing her. You have my thanks for saving me. There is no need to thanks. How are you safe? You, Mikhail, what? South, it's okay. This knight just saved my. What? Mikhail, do you know who this is? Everybody knows who is Salt. He is the Black Knight, one of the 4 riders under King Asanon, the strongest swordsman. The scum that General Ike defeated in Nados Castle in Cameria 3 years ago. So how is he here now alive? You are correct, Soph. Ike did defeat me in the battle in a fashion, but as you can see, I managed to escape. What do you want? For Dayton to rise its banners as a kingdom once again. I will come here to protect those who are necessary for that dream. So, General Jared was here a moment ago. If the Black Knight hadn't stepped in, Jared would have killed. What? But it didn't? I didn't see his corpse here, and that means he's still alive, isn't he? Yes, there's another soldier who sacrificed his life protecting Jared. I presume Jared's burying him now. Oh no. What is it? I see a dark cloud and dimming the light of hope by letting Jared go. I may have allowed something terrible to happen. You aren't sure. Seth, I haven't told you, but I haven't been feeling well lately. My mind feels foggy. Things I could always see clearly are now dim and vague. I may have committed for us an irreversible fate. I shall aid you, no matter what Jared may plot. I will prevent it. Mikhail and I don't want your help. Stop that. In King Asnard's war, you served below General Ike, and you and the Black Knight were enemies. But now you are comrades with the same goal, Danien's restoration. Listen to me, the Black Knight was Danien's strongest general. We need him. And I am willing to serve. Sir Knight, that your aid and ask you to lend your strength. May my sword serve you well, maiden of dawn. I don't like this. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like it and stay tuned.